Hello, Roy here on my channel Roy Reads Anything, and it being July the 1st, it's the start of Rogue July, which is a little reading event. Involves reading one book, Rogue Herries, by Hugh Walpole. Or with options, you can do more or less, but the main idea is this Rogue Herries, a very popular over the decades historical novel. So Hugh Walpole, lots of stuff in my original announcement video, but very briefly, was a super popular author first half of the 20th century and kind of become a bit of a forgotten man. Wrote loads of great stuff, and the Herries Chronicles, a multi-generational saga set in the Lake District, is his most famous work. So a few of us thought it would be fun to read Rogue Herries and possibly push on a bit further into the rest of the series. So that's what I'll be starting to do from today. And fabulous co-hosts, there's Aaron Hook, there's Shawn Standfast, and there's Debbie at Rainer Reads Stuff. So you can tell these people by our special badges. So if you see anyone wearing these, they're in the Rogue gang. They're fine to approach, not too dangerous out in the wild. Links down below to their channels. I'll also link to other relevant videos, because there's been a few so far. I also did one about the various covers to this book that have manifested themselves over the years. What else do I want to tell you? So yes, read Rogue Herries. That's all the event is about, if you want to read along and enjoy that, or you can just watch us. Like I say, some of us will try and push on further. So there's 3 sequels to Rogue Herries and a couple of prequels as well. So who knows how far we'll get, but I think Judith Paris is the second one, The Fortress, and then Vanessa. So it goes from 17th century up to the end of the 19th century. And other little bits and pieces I've acquired, because I might slip in a few extras. There's quite a good collection on, well, I got this on Kindle, of all of Hugh Walpole's supernatural stories, called The Tarn. So it's got a real publisher, Blackheath Editions, fairly recent, nicely presented. He wrote lots of supernatural shorts. I've only read a few of them, so people talk a lot about the title story of this collection, The Tarn, so I will probably at least read that one. I was fossicking around in the BBC Genome, which is a database of the Radio Times, which is the BBC listings paper that's been going back to the 20s, looking for Hugh Walpole stuff, because he used to be do quite a lot of sort of public speaking. He'd do lecture tours in America, and he was on the radio quite a lot. And I came across something called Behind the Screen, which was a round-robin crime story broadcast on the radio. So different authors wrote different sections. And Hugh Walpole, there's 2 of these collected in this book. So as well as being on the radio, another magazine called The Listener used to publish prose versions, or, story versions in the following week. So you could either read it or listen to it, or both. So you got Hugh Walpole, Agatha Christie, who she gets top billing on this. E.C. Bentley, Anthony Barclay, Ronald Knox, Dorothy L. Sayers. Yeah, short. Half of this book is that collectively written crime story. So I'll read that as well. So as you can tell, even from that short intro, Hugh Walpole wrote across lots of genres. He lived in the Lake District. That's where Rogue Herries is set. That's why we called it Rogue July. I've got a feeling the word rogue might have some special technical meaning in the world of BookTube that's rather eluded me. So whatever that is, nothing to do with that. It's read this book. Okay, join in if you can. Rogue July. Back soon with something else.